What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Boo Boo Project. Today, I have a name that's known across the Midwest, even before he started his new musical project. A wonderful person and a great artist. Let me introduce you guys to Beats Dizassder.
Hi, everybody. Hi, great to be here.
It's great to have you here. So, for everyone hearing your name for the first time, you want to kind of tell them who you are?
Beats Disaster. I have a band. I just started in February this year called Payne's Plaything. Um, my son was a rapper in the area, and that's how most people know me. Scooty, Captain Scooty the Whoopster, or Trent, as I called him. Um, and yeah, I just trying to make my own music now and seeing where I can get with it.
That's amazing. So, are you originally from Des Moines or did you head out there?
Um, when I grew up in Des Moines until the middle of second grade, and then we moved out to I live in Milo, Iowa, which is about 20 miles south of there, really small town, and it was a big adjustment going from Des Moines to a town of 700 people. Uh, but I spent a lot of time in Des Moines growing up. Most of my family still lived there, so I did like most of my teenage years. I was in Des Moines, lived there for a long time. Um, so I mean, I'm no stranger to the area and a lot of the people there.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, the area is no stranger to you either. It seems everybody there knows you.
Yeah, in some way or another, it seems like they do.
So, how would you say Des Moines has like influenced you and your music?
Um, well, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for mainly Trent. Um, Trent started out. We were going to actually. He wanted to have like a Bleak 182 band 15 years ago. He taught me how to play guitar. He wanted to have this really just silly punk kind of band called Your Mother, and I mean he's still in high school, but I mean we never got around to doing that. But years later, he did start doing hip hop and rapping, and kept pushing me to try to do it. And after after things happened with him, I figured what the biggest thing I ever had to fear already happened. What's stopping you from at least trying to do the things that he wanted you to do, and at least honor him that way since he can't do it anymore. I figured, why not?
Absolutely. And you are doing a great job of, pushing this dream forward and truly honoring him. And I know that he is proud of you.
Thanks. That's the main thing that matters to me is if I would make him proud or not. I know for the most part he'd probably be up there doing it with me if he could.
Oh, absolutely. I know he would. And yeah, I know that's probably a tough subject there.
It is, but I mean, I've in the last I started doing this in February, um, and I've got over 40 songs just by June, and like most, at least 12 or 13 of them are about him. So I mean, it's a good way to deal with it and let those feelings come out, and to bring awareness to other people that might be going through something similar.
Absolutely. And I mean, it really is a wonderful way to be able to get those feelings out and, possibly even help others, which I feel is a big reason that we all do this.
Yeah. Since I started this, there's been other people that reached out to me and said that music was the best therapy they had after losing a kid. So, and I totally get it. It's the only thing that's made me happy really in the last almost 2 years.
Wow, it really has been that long, hasn't it?
Yeah, next month. That sucks because it was exactly 3 weeks after my birthday and exactly 1 month before my wedding anniversary.
Yeah, because that was 3 weeks before your 48th birthday, if I'm correct, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'll be 50 next month. Thanks for reminding me.
You you look early 40s, if that makes you feel better, and I look early 30s, and I'm in my early 20s. You want to
Yeah,
trade?
I'm good. No, I actually, when I first saw you, I thought you were in your 30s. So you're right. I'm sorry.
No, everybody thinks that. It's the beard and the hair.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard, so
Uh, I'm like the one person in my family who can grow a half decent beard, so I have to keep it around, remind them all.
yeah.
So you started as an electronic artist?
I started making, just creating beats and stuff, and just making all kinds of just. I would, I have a med card, and I'd get high, and I'd just sit here and make like 2 songs a night most of the time, just stuff that sounded cool at the time, and I liked uh, mixing two types of music together, like half the song being one thing and half the song being something else, and um, I'd always come up with like these six, generally around 5 to 6 minute songs that were just electronic, weird, cool looking, mellow stuff. A lot of that's on my Beats Dizassder YouTube channel, but a lot of it I lost because I've had so many computers throughout the day, and I never had a backup for any of it. So when my computer would fry, and I'd lose everything. I do have 4 CDs with some on it, but yeah, dude, I like made 400 easy songs just all the time. Trent would help me with some of them too before he started branched off to the hip hop.
Yeah, before he branched off into Cellar Boys, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did. He was solo for a bit before that,
Which
but yeah.
honestly, now, I mean, you've just hit me with a new fact there. I guess
Yeah.
I found him from Lettuce by
Yeah,
Priceless.
yeah. Lettuce was a great song.
Absolutely. And I was ripping a bowl when I heard it for the first time.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
And
He'd
honestly,
appreciate it.
hear it.
Um,
So,
but when I first heard him rap, I was shocked because I'd never, for the longest time, he didn't even listen to it. And then all of a sudden, he's doing it, and he's doing it better than a lot of people I've heard doing it,
yeah. I mean, that is honestly like a really true. Like a lot of your favorite mainstream artists probably couldn't touch the level that Scooty Whoop does.
No, and he was really good for especially just being a local guy and just playing around the area. I mean, he played in Omaha and Iowa City and stuff. He had huge show in Iowa City, but yeah, I mean, he was phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that because he's my kid. I don't listen to him a lot of hip hop, and he's the whole reason I do. And now, like everybody I hang out with, like my show Sunday, I was the only one that wasn't hip hop artist. So
Yeah, I mean, you're right that he is a phenomenal artist. I mean, this is coming from someone who I've had maybe one text conversation with Trent and mostly know of him through friends.
he was very supportive of everybody too. He wanted everybody to be a musician and just go for it.
Absolutely. If what happened wouldn't have happened, he would have been here last summer. I was getting ready to reach out to the group and everything.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
I try to only book underground and up and coming acts.
Gotcha.
Which again, I mean, our messages, our conversations.
Yeah.
So yeah, what was it like? What's it like there for the music scene in Iowa? I've never been out there actually.
At Milo, there ain't a music scene. That's Des Moines. Des Moines, all right. Trying to get my foot in the door. Strawstone. Last June, I had like a phenomenal day. Strawstone, Justin Strawstone from Nice Enough Enterprises messaged me, and he used to book for Trent. Messaged me and told me anytime I'm ready, he'll start booking me for shows. And I have like real bad anxiety and social phobia, and it's been really hard doing all this stuff already and trying to go out to open mics and whatnot. But as soon as he said that to me, I almost had like a panic attack. And then I posted something about it on Facebook, and my friend Skycrow messaged me and asked, "Do you want to do a show in August?" Like an hour or two later, and I'm like, "Sure." And then I met him in open mic night, and at 11:13 that night, Otis Julius, who's another rapper I met through Trent, messaged me as I was walking up my porch to come home and said, "Do you want to do a show in November?" So like 3 people in one day, just all of a sudden. I did end up having to go to the doctor and get put on Xanax again, just because of the level of anxiety. Everything just seemed to happen so fast.
And it really does. I mean, you get that little bit of local traction, and the promoters see you, and next thing you know, your phone blows up for the next week.
Yeah, and it's been great. I wish I could get more awareness of the actual music out there, because I don't even think Otis and Justin have heard me yet. I mean, they might have seen some videos. I asked Otis if he's heard me. He's like, "No, you haven't even sent me nothing yet." So I probably should get on that, because I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but possibly I might be doing a show with him in November.
Have you been posting up on the Facebook page at all about your releases?
Yeah, I've been trying to. I have a Payne's Plaything page too, so I have Beats Dizassder one too, and I try to share them because my Beats Dizassder page has 5,500 followers, but Payne's Plaything only has like 290, which I mean still ain't horrible for just starting it in February.
Yeah, I mean, it's like me. My personal page has 2,500, and my main page maybe for music has like 250.
Yeah, see, it's hard to get up there.
Yeah, so we use what we can.
Yeah, and I do have some other friends that will try to help promote me. I started since I started Beats Dizassder and what happened with Trent, I started a Survivors of Suicide page to help people. Anybody that was dealing with it, try and talk to them, help them get through it. Somebody talked me in a couple months ago to start an artist supporting artists page. And I think it has a couple hundred followers, and it's only been around for a month or two.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to get people in the music scene, because a lot of the biggest complaints I hear about Iowa is most people don't like to help each other. They like to promote themselves. And I don't see a problem. Me helping you out ain't going to hurt me, you know? And it's going to help me because, you know, we're all in it together. We should be doing more to help each other and boost each other. So I try to use it to share all my friends' stuff and get more stuff out there and get awareness for everybody. And, you know.
Absolutely. And I mean, if my friends would be posting their stuff, I'd be sharing all of their posts and things. It's just.
I try to every chance I can. I mean, yeah, it don't cost money to be a fan, you know.
Exactly.
It's actually one of my song lyrics.
Unlike the whole people not supporting each other, I guess I've fallen into the right group with like Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, because I'm in like those groups with like, you know, North Dakota, I'm real rocking around with NSG Music and Capital Policy, you know, and Iowa, I got like you and, you know, Crisis, and Omaha, I got like Strawstone and Jay Lively and Otis, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess I'm in those circles where everyone's already helping each other.
Yeah. See, and it's nice to see that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been, I'm not going to say my experience is everyone's. I will say my experience has definitely been better than most people's in the industry with meeting artists and finding support through artists.
Well, my circumstances were kind of messed up that got me the support and the friendships, but everybody knew me through Trent. And even before he passed, I was friends with most of his friends already. But it just seemed like a lot of them, I got better relationships with them afterwards, and that's kind of helped a lot too. and being there, trying to be there for them through everything. It
Yeah.
didn't just bother me. There was tons of people that it affected, and I try to help everybody I can in any way I can.
Yeah, I mean, hundreds of people that affected, quite literally
Yeah.
hundreds, if not thousands of people.
I've never been to a funeral that had so many people in it. And in all honesty, I met so many people that day, and I still can't even remember half of that day because it was just all a blur. But it was packed inside and out. I don't even think they could fit all the people inside.
Absolutely. I mean, when you make such an impact on people, they're going to remember you.
Oh yeah, and it made me proud that many people cared about something I made.
Absolutely. I mean,
It
you
was.
didn't just make a person; you made a legend.
I did, and I've always been proud of him. But yeah, seeing all those people affected by him, I mean, it moved the hell out of you.
It really does. I mean, even like it brought a tear to my eye just scrolling Facebook that day, and like everything was just it was all Scooty Whoop, whether it was
Yeah.
a song, a post, a picture, for days.
Yeah. I started a tribute page for him too, for his kids to read later, and I asked everybody to put like nice stories about him on there. And I'm gonna try to do it every year because so many people know him, and his daughter should know the kind of man he was, and how much he supported and helped like so many people.
Yeah, and I mean, I was going to talk to you privately, but I mean, we're on record. I want to do a series where I do about the life of underground artists and things, and I want episode 1 to be Trent.
Yeah.
I want to have like you, Strawstone, Otis, Christ, everyone. Like, I want stories. I want actual cameos in it,
Yeah, I'm down for that. It'd be nice to have more people see it.
Yeah, and I think it's a great way to get, more attention on like a true, like on his story and bring awareness to everything going on in the underground scene that no one sees.
Yeah, that would be good.
With that being said, you said you wanted to be an artist since you were 5. You grew up around music. Did anyone you grew up around, did they become like an artist of their own?
Well, I'm sure being in Iowa, everybody says this, but my brother played guitar when he was about 14. He kind of locked himself in his room and learned how to play guitar until he was like 16, 17. He took lessons. He had this really awesome Ibanez neon yellow V guitar. But he played with tons of people in Des Moines, even Corey Taylor for a little bit. Back when we were teenagers, hanging out in Indianola and Des Moines, Southside Des Moines, because we were from the Southside Des Moines. I don't know what happened between them, but they were in quite a few little bands, I guess, that never really went anywhere. But they wrote songs together. We'd go to his grandma's basement all the time because he had a drum set and styrofoam around the walls and stuff. But yeah, it's been a long time. But and then he played with other people, and my brother just and not saying this because he was my brother, but he was one of the best, if not the best, guitar players I've ever heard. And he just never did anything with it.
I mean,
and that kind of impressed me, And he could play anything he heard. Like if he heard a song, he could go home and just play it. And that always amazed me and made me feel stupid because I wanted to play guitar back then even. But how can you compare when you got a brother that's like that,
You're the younger brother, aren't you?
Yes, he was 2 years older than me.
You want to know how I know?
No.
My older brother was 6 years older than me. He could play almost anything by ear after hearing it 5 to 10 times. Never took any lessons. I always wanted to play guitar, but how could I do it with a brother like that?
Yeah, it took Trent talking me into it, which is sad that your 15-year-old son's teaching you how to play. I was 30, not quite 35 yet. He's teaching me how to play. He gave me my first guitar. I still actually have it.
That's amazing. And I mean, that first one is always going to be something that's special. And it's crazy that, like, you taught him all these, useful skills throughout his life. And then now the skill that you seem to be using the most, he taught you. So
Yeah.
really, it's like one of the only times I could say I've seen a fair exchange in life like that,
Yeah.
And it wasn't an intentional exchange either. You were just raising your son, and he was just trying to push his dad to chase his dreams.
Yeah. He was like that with everyone. He wanted to see everyone doing what they loved doing, and
absolutely. I mean, he gave me advice on a song I sent him, and then said, "Don't stop just because you don't like how it sounds."
yeah, a lot of people told me that. Like, he'd be at a show and they never met him before, and they get off the stage and he'd be like telling them how great they were.
He literally reminds me so much of like my mentor around here, and a lot of the reason I am the way I am with music too, because that, like, it's just the support and the love to everybody. It's amazing. And
oh yeah,
I see you put the same thing out yourself.
I've always been a loving, kind person, and just not as outgoing as Trent. And I mean, when I was younger and used to drink, that was a different story. But I've been sober 8 years now, and it, I don't know, made me close up. But lately, I have been getting out there and trying to show everyone the love that they deserve, and everybody. I mean, music's just art. Some people are going to love it, some people won't love it, but that doesn't mean you should give up just because people don't like it. You got to do what you love.
If you can't see, if people can stop you from doing what you love, then you let people have too much power over you.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you have a lot of music. What was the most fun thing for you to make? Like, you smiled making this song. It made you feel some type of happiness, joy.
I don't know. I think it wasn't a song so much itself. It's that I've always wanted to sing, and I would it's really easy for me to sing. Like, I would always sing to other people's songs all the time. Like, if I was super stressed, I'd come upstairs and I had this singing playlist of songs that I'm good at singing, or thought I was, and I'd crank it up upstairs. I'd plug my mic into my amp, and I'd just, for hours, so I'd let it all out, and usually end up crying in the middle of it, because that's how I was. And the first time I started writing a song of my own in February, and finding my own voice, that was probably the happiest I've been since Trent passed. It was just that one moment of realizing, hey, I do have a voice. It's different than I thought it was going to be, and that's fine. But just knowing that, hey, maybe I can actually do this.
And now you've proven you can actually do this.
Yeah. So far, I mean, I still need some help with the music production. I'm not so good at that. Luckily, I have Trent's book on music production, basically home recording for dummies. I have been reading it a lot because I just got equipment, and I only had 3 days before the show to get one ready, and the speakers I have weren't good. So when I mixed my backing tracks, I had headphones on, and it kind of messed with it. So yeah, I do use backing tracks. I don't have vocals in my backing tracks, so I do sing, but the backing tracks is me. It's not like
Yeah, you record all of your music, it seems like.
Yeah, I create my.
And I mean, I feel like there's very few of us that can say our music is all of us, all us, start to finish.
I plan on getting a band after my show Sunday. One of the other rappers, the guy that was on right after me, and he's someone I really love, Meat Mode. came up to me and he was talking about playing drums for me. And it blew me away because it's hard to find a drummer, you know. And I was like, are you, you know, honestly going to tell me you're the only drummer that's not in like 2 or 3 bands already? So I'm trying to discuss with him about him possibly being a drummer. Main thing I want to do is I'm not a lead guitarist, and I have no aspirations to be one. I love doing rhythm guitar. I like coming up with melodies and such. And I do plan on getting a lead guitarist eventually. I want to be up there with a full band eventually.
Man, I swear, we're almost the same person, except I do rap and you do metal, because I prefer rhythm guitar as well.
Yeah, and I have no dreams to try to, be that famous guy out there shredding. That's just not who I've always been. I just like to come up with a cool little riff or something and turn it into something, something people like.
Take a cool little riff and turn it into something cooler, and then make people like it very much.
Oh yeah, and I feel like I've been doing a decent job of it so far for not being a lead guitarist. So, music don't have to be complicated. It just has to sound good and make you feel something.
Exactly. I mean, that's all music is meant to do, is make us feel something and bring some life when sometimes we feel like there isn't any.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you do a lot of music and you've listened to a lot. Who are your inspirations when it comes to like your sound and things?
Trent Reznor, who's been one of my favorite musicians since I was a teenager. Who's Trent was named after.
I was just about to say.
Trent was partially named after, because I've been around bands all the time. Like, when I was a night stalker at Hy-Vee, my best friend there was in a band called Exit. And I would go on tour with him before Trent was born. So I knew a lot of bands there. But one of my favorite underground bands at the time was this band called Conflict Burning, and they were from Trenton. So, and I was supposed to marry Trent's mom, and he even threw me a bachelor party. He had like 5 bands play at his mom's house for me in Indianola. And Conflict Burning was one of them, and he knew they were like one of my favorite, small bands. And so Trent was partially named after Trent Reznor in Trenton, New Jersey. But yeah, slightly more because of Trent Reznor. But definitely Nine Inch Nails has been a huge influence on me. Muse, I love Muse. Bad Flower, which a lot of people, when I talk about them, don't know who they are.
I've heard the name. I can't say I've heard any music off the top of my head.
They don't have a lot of popular songs. They have a new song that I've been hearing on the radio called Detroit. It's actually my ringtone. It's about like getting famous kind of sucks because all you wish you were was, that teenager back watching MTV with your friends before you got famous, and music becomes a chore. So I really love that song. But they have quite a few good songs that I like. Blink-182, obviously, one of my favorite bands.
One of the best bands to do it.
One of Trent's favorite bands, too. His favorite band was Alice in Chains, and surprisingly enough, I've been writing since I was 13, and I've always had like this dark kind of personality or writing style, depressing, and it was how I would deal with depression was I would write about it. And I could just never get on with Alice in Chains, even though their music seems to be, just the kind of stuff I would like.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the main ones, I guess. I mean, I could go on for hours and hours about music. I'll listen to just about anything that makes me feel good or I can relate to. And there's so many songs out there you can relate to nowadays.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're still on the subject, like your inspiration like that. I'm gonna ask, what's your main rig?
My main rig?
Your main guitar?
Grab it here.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's by far my favorite guitar.
What is it?
It's a neon pink Ibanez Jim Jr.
Man,
I
that
wish
color.
I could afford a nicer Jim, but it plays beautifully. It's what I've every song I've made, that was the guitar that made those sounds. I've only had it little over a year. I just got it last year. It's one of the most expensive things I bought. It was only $500, but I don't spend a lot of money on myself. And,
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the most expensive thing I bought myself is my $350 computer that I'm using to run this.
yeah, see. But I've always wanted one since I was a teenager, ever since Steve Vai came out with them. And I wanted the pink and green one, but all they had was the pink one, and I don't care if it's pink. I love it. I named it Gemma. And because you got to name, if you love something, you got to name it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my first guitar was named Onyx. Someone stole it.
Oh, yeah.
Ear Black.
The one Trent gave me had a Dark Star sticker on it, so I just called it Dark Star.
Yeah, I took what was my Starcaster and then I made it black on black. I was like, I don't want this white panel here. Let's paint it black.
Oh, yeah.
And then I looked at the back of the neck and the head, and I was like, well, if that's black, I might as well make the back of the neck and the whole head black too. And that's how Onyx.
Got to do what you got to do.
Absolutely. I mean, I was just like, why not? That's usually how someone ends up with a custom instrument. Why not?
Ain't it? See, mine was an Epiphone, and it had stickers on it. So now I covered it with stickers. I'm like, hell with it.
They had stickers on it. Now it's the sticker mommed one.
Yeah.
I mean, that honestly, it can create a really cool look too.
I mean, it don't look bad. Oh, it ain't even in this room. I just switched room recently. It's still in my old room.
Yeah, because it's almost guaranteed that no one will have the same. Well, it is guaranteed no one will have the same one if you were putting the stickers on it yourself, because there's no one has the exact collection of stickers another person has.
No, there are a lot of like the suicide ones from one of his friends made the shirts when he passed and gave around the stickers. But like dispensaries, when I went to Colorado, I got the stickers from all the dispensaries, and so there's all kinds of like cake and just
cake and cookies and runs and airheads and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know my brands. You'd be surprised for someone living in a medical only state the amount of brands I know that I can't have.
I'm glad you know runs, because my like three of my biggest fans is my grandson Eric, who's 12, is like my biggest fan. Trent's oldest daughter Harley, one of my biggest fans, and my son-in-law Jacob, that lives in Virginia. He actually wants me to next month or in October. He's buying a house, and he had my wife book me for to play in his basement when he finally got his new house. And just to mess with him, I told him I wanted a bowl full of green runts, and he don't know what runts are. And I talked to him again the other day. He's like, I think you all are making them up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're made by Willy Wonka.
Like,
but yeah.
You're talking about runts with an S. I was talking about runts with a Z.
Yeah, isn't it with this, or the candy? Or no, you're talking, never mind. I know what you're talking about. Never mind.
You're talking about the other brand. I know the brand you're talking about. Because those are not find them here around here much anymore.
But yeah, it's okay. I shouldn't have smoked maybe before we talked, huh?
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I'm waiting to smoke. Wait for the roommate to get back, you know.
Well, I mowed my yard before the interview, and it took me like an hour and a half to mow, and I push mow it. So I found out when I was 25 I have scoliosis, and was born with it, and it was only going to get worse. So I have to sometimes. I try to hold it off as long as I can, but just walking hurts like hell most of the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can imagine having an actual disability. Me, I just lost a whole person and a half worth of weight, and I feel like I'm dying when I walk. So I can only imagine how bad it is for you.
It's a challenge sometimes, especially going on stage. I'm pretty sure I was like hunched over the whole time. And like the day before the show, Sunday, a friend of mine was in a show. My friend JT the architect had a show 2 hours away, so I had to drive him 2 hours, and being in a car for that long hurts your back too.
Oh yeah.
But we got there like right before 4. We didn't leave there until like 11, so it was like 2:30 in the morning when I got home. I didn't get to bed till like 3:30, and then still got up at 7 o'clock the next morning because my body just for some reason does not want me to sleep past 7.
Oh, I understand that. I'm up at 6:30 every day, no matter what.
Yeah, so you get it.
You know, that internal clock never shuts off.
No, it don't. It can be a pain. It don't have a snooze button.
Absolutely not. I mean, it does have a snooze button, but that's just copious amounts of weed until you fall back asleep for a couple hours.
Sometimes, but my brain just don't shut up sometimes. I'll lay in bed for like 2 hours just thinking about stuff.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of the time it's like lyrics. I'll wake up with like lyrics and I'll have to run upstairs and write it down real quick.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean, heck, I'll literally, yeah, I get that because I'll wake up to use the bathroom. Next thing you know, I'm running to my computer to type up like half a song because, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got here. You got one of these too that I carry around, a little recorder, so I can use it like even when I'm mowing. Like half of my themes on here have the lawnmower in the background because while I'm mowing, I'm thinking of stuff.
I need something like that.
They come in handy. It's like $30 on Amazon. You can get a pretty decent one that you can put an SD card in it too. But yeah, they help me a lot.
So, what is your process with writing a song? Is it the music first? Is it the lyrics first?
Kind of a combination, I guess. Sometimes I'll come up with the idea for the song, like with the lyrics, and then I'll try to come up with guitar that goes with it first. But a lot of the times I'll just be sitting playing guitar and I'll come up with something cool, and I have a looper pedal. I'll just record it and then come up with the drums and the bass, and maybe come up with a couple more things for a bridge or the chorus or whatnot. And a lot of the times you're doing this, what you think might be the chorus is going to end up being something else. But I'll come up with a few different things. I'll play them repeatedly, and either if something pops in my head that goes with it, or I have literally hundreds of lyrics written down. Some of them just 2 lines, some of them half a song. I'll go through sometimes and just see if something fits. And sometimes I'll have like 10 different things that I have written down, and I'll put them all in the same song. It doesn't happen very often, but yeah, I mean, it all just kind of depends on where your head's at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, where your head's at's definitely a big part of how things go. So the first song you made would have been with your electronic project, or did you try anything before you were releasing?
When I was 15, me and my friends tried to start bands, and I wrote a couple songs back then. I had friends that played guitar, friends that played piano. Never had a friend that played drummer though. Never could find a drummer. And we'd like write.
Here is an oversaturation of drummers.
See, really? They need to put out some ads, and we'll get them some work.
We need to send them to Iowa.
Yeah, because we need drummers. Trying to teach my grandson to play drums too. I told his dad. His dad complains that I keep telling him about drum sets for sale in the marketplace, and I'm like, yeah, telling his dad, we need drummers, dude. Give it up.
Fork over the money to someone and get that drum set.
Yeah, dude, it'll pay for itself after a while. He's gonna be in 5 bands.
Seriously.
I actually couldn't tell you the first song I ever wrote, but I moved around a lot as a kid. I had a messed up childhood. Um, Moved around a lot as an adult, kind of escaping myself too. I was an alcoholic. When I was 13, my parents split up. I went with my mom, who left my dad for a quadriplegic at a nursing home she worked at. That was in Norwalk, which is about a 30-minute drive maybe from where we live. She left me in an apartment by myself. So obviously, older kids are going to find out, I have an apartment by myself on Main Street. It ain't a big town. So I started drinking, smoking, and smoking weed all on the same day. And I used it kind of to help with the writing process too. I mean, once you start drinking and life's already crap by the time you're 13, you got plenty of stuff to write about. But I spent a lot of my life running around and moving 7 different states I've lived in. And I came back to Iowa 15 years ago, actually because of Trent asked me to. And one of my friends, once he found out I came back, brings me a stack of stuff that I wrote from when I was a teenager. And when you're a teenager, you think you're writing something, and it's like you're gonna be on MTV. My goal when I was a kid was to be on MTV by the time I was 21, and by the time I was 21, MTV wasn't even what it was then. It was more TV shows than music.
And now there's no music.
Yeah. But yeah, he hands me this stack of stuff I wrote, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, oh my God, But I did actually, and one of them I kind of rewrote and made it into a song. Another friend of mine I hadn't seen in like 25, almost 30 years came to my show Sunday. He told me he had some stuff that I wrote when I was a teenager, some lyrics and stuff from songs we used to write. And, he's going to try to get those to me too. So I'll be anxious to see how horrible those were as well.
Yeah, but I mean, like you were able to rewrite one, which means obviously there's going to be some lines in there that are usable. So it's always something good to look back on.
That is, and the themes on some of them, just I won't lie and say I wasn't on some drugs that I should not have been on back in the day, and it makes you think you're funnier or smarter or a better writer than you are.
We're all been there.
But I mean, yeah, I'm sure each one has something usable, or at least the theme of the song or something. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what I can do with them too.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be exciting to realize that you're about to be looking at things that you haven't seen in decades.
It was crazy, and I had written so many. I used to write poetry too when I was a kid, and that's how I first started dealing with depression and stuff when I was 13. I started just writing poetry to get it out, and sometimes I'll find some of those too, and it'll shock me.
Yeah, because I can imagine with everything you went through, you were probably writing some really, real things at such a young age.
Oh yeah, I mean, anything that happened to you that could make you feel bad as a kid and teenager, as a 16-year-old with your own apartment and a full-time job. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely had a life. I mean, sounds like it's been both good, bad, hard, a little bit easy, and definitely interesting.
Well, I mean, if you live long enough, your life will probably be most of those things. But yeah, I mean, but you make it, and you can't let it get you down.
Yeah, heck, in less than 3 weeks, you're about to reach a milestone most people don't reach in their life anymore. Half a century on this earth. That's insane.
Yeah, it is anymore.
It's sad. Happy early birthday while I have a chance here.
Well, thank you. It is. You just had one too, not that long ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. Actually, exactly 2 weeks ago. It's Thursday, isn't it? Wow.
Yep, it is. Pretty sure I said happy birthday to you.
Yes, you
I say
did.
happy birthday. Like the first thing I do every morning is tell everybody happy birthday on Facebook. So,
Yeah, I made sure to give everyone a gift for my birthday too. I dropped that new album.
oh yeah, that's right.
So, do you have anything new coming up? Speaking of new,
Um, not yet. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to record all the stuff I already have and mix and master it, which has been a chore because I'm not very good at that. Uh, but I plan on dedicating most of my time to that. But yesterday, I did start working on a new song. I have a new melody and a couple parts for it written already. So, and it's been hard because since I found out I was doing the show and last Sunday in June, I haven't worked on writing anything new.
oh wow,
So,
yeah,
and that's been hard.
and that was your first show under Payne's Plaything,
Yeah.
correct? How
Yeah.
did that go?
It went actually pretty good. My backing tracks were kind of lacking, and Crisis Child right after the show, he was like, "Dude, you did great. Scooty would be really proud of you." He's like, "But you recorded those with headphones on, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Don't do that." So I got to get better speakers because my speakers in here, like if I even turn them halfway up, they cut out and you can't hear anything. And I want to be able to listen to it louder than that I can. So that's my next goal.
All right. I mean, yeah, that's a good goal to have, especially, upgrading equipment is a very important thing.
It's
The
just
only,
constant.
yeah, the only reason I have my upgrades is because I had to crowdfund a new studio when somebody stole all of mine last year in June.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that sucks. I feel for you.
Yeah, I mean, at least the rebuild was better than the original, I guess.
Well, yeah, it's a positive. Look to the positive.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, you got to, especially in this industry.
Oh, yeah, especially in the music industry and being a show promoter and a manager, I have to be looking at that positive.
Yeah.
Gosh, I blanked my next question there. So I guess you're working on things, and I mean, we talked a lot about your past. What's the rest of the year look like for Beats Dizassder?
Um, hopefully, just doing more shows. I met Billy Lynn last Saturday at Knucklefest. He's the front man from Dirty Dollar Bills, and I've been friends with him for like 3 years. And he didn't know that Payne's Plaything was Beats Dizassder either. And I love going and meeting people that I know from online and don't know me in person and telling them who I am, and I'm just like, oh wow, known you for 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't even know about Payne's Plaything when I reached out to you. You had to put me on game. I was reaching out to Beats Dizassder. You're like, well, you're also reaching out to the creator of Payne's Plaything.
Yeah. But Sunday after my show, I didn't even get pulled out of the venue, and my phone was on this holder on my dash, and it pops up with a notification from Billy Lynn saying, "Do you want me to book you a show?" So when I got home, I was messaging him. I'm like, "Yeah, of course I'll do shows." And he's like, "We'll be in touch." And I was like, "Thanks." So I got him possibly booking me shows. Hopefully the Otis show in November.
I mean, I know I'm trying to book you for next year, but that's, finances and travel willing type of show.
Yes, which I am planning on because you are like 6 hours away from where I live.
Yes.
6 hours and 4 minutes from what it said on me, but I mean that depends on where the venue is. But I totally, my wife already put it on my camera or my calendar.
Awesome.
So she's kind of my unofficial
unofficial booking agent.
Yeah. She's my manager.
I mean, we all got to have one somewhere. I started with a momager, and now I'm a manager of my own and others.
Yeah. Good.
And I mean, we got a few minutes left here before I'm going to have to go. Anything you want to talk about?
Just that it's great to finally be out there and to share a stage with all these amazing artists that I've known so long. I'm never going to stop until life physically makes me stop. And I do have a Pains Plaything YouTube page that has some pretty horrible recordings because at that point all I did was record from a camcorder while I was playing it in my room. But there is at least 48 tracks on there, or not 48, 28. I haven't got everything recorded yet, but there's 48 on there that I'm planning on making into 2 different albums.
And they're worth listening to, all 28 of them.
I hope they are. I enjoy them, and I just hope other
from
people
what I've
do.
listened to, I believe that the rest of them will also be worth listening to, I should say.
Thank you. And I try not to have them all like one song might be totally different than the next, and I like being able to have that freedom to just make any song, any kind of song I want at any time.
Yeah, and I mean, I like that freedom too. I mean, even if you listen to my album from June or my newest one, I'm biting 3-4 different flows across the whole project.
Yeah.
So, do you have a message for everyone before we get off here?
It's kind of a thing I've been saying a lot lately at the end of all my posts. Just be the best you that you can.
Absolutely. And that's a great message to have. You know, be the best you can, because you can't be someone else.
That's right. And everyone wants to be.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for tuning into this awesome episode and, you know, hearing a story from a great artist himself and a father of one of the greatest artists to come out of the Midwest underground scene. Thank you for coming on again. Remember, everyone, it's all one love. Peace.